General Haftar's forces in Libya have detained two Turkish citizens. The men who were working at a restaurant in southern Tripoli are being held on charges of spying. Ankara denies any allegation of espionage. Well, for more, Andrew Hopkins can join us now live from Ankara. Hi, Andrew. First, who are these two men and what were they doing in Libya?
Well, Andrew, all that we know so far is that these two men were arrested almost 3 weeks ago now on April the 12th. They were arrested by General Haftar's forces. They've been named by Turkish sources here in Ankara as Mehmet Demir and Volkan Altinok. They were said to be working in a restaurant in the south of Tripoli, which is the capital of Libya, and where General Haftar at the moment and his forces are laying siege to that city. Now, some various pro-Haftar online news sources are alleging that these two men have been arrested on suspicion of spying. These charges have been denied by the Turkish authorities, but we understand they've been taken to a jail in the east of the country near the city of Benghazi, and this is an area which is controlled by General Haftar and his forces. As you may know, there are two rival governments in Libya at the moment with various sort of rival spheres of influence there.
So what happens now to these two?
Well, I think there'll be a lot of diplomatic efforts made to try and get these two men released. But the fact that there are Turks in Libya isn't that unusual, really, because a lot have been there involved in various reconstruction projects. But it's not really that difficult to see how this particular situation may arise, because, as I said, there are these two governments now vying for power in Libya at the moment. There's one in Tripoli, which is backed by the United Nations and is also strongly backed by Turkey. And the one in the east of the country, General Haftar's forces, who are now laying siege to the capital, Tripoli, they're backed by the likes of Saudi Arabia, the United Arab Emirates and Egypt. So it's not unusual, I would say, that any Turks that Haftar's forces may come across in Tripoli, they may think that's unusual. And this is how these kind of claims of spying may arise, because Turkey is seen as a strong backer of the rival government. But as I said, Turkish officials here are strongly denying that these men were actually involved in spying, but were just there working in a restaurant.